The promised stream. The stream everybody is waiting for. Did I change the title of this? Let's keep playing as... let's change it. The promised PGR reading sesh stream. Chapter 15. Better. Clicky clickies. Should I even bother clicking on all this stuff anymore? Not like I care. I'm here only for the readings, like, not gonna lie. After I got Dante and Verge, I'm not very interested in this game. Where is the... Yo, another... Oh, there's just Celica. I thought there's like another person there. Expedition, do I need to click here? Cool. Mission. Claim. Second round mission. What are these? Alright. Vengeance is now. Okay. It's not gonna disappear until I do it. It's not gonna disappear until I do it. So yeah, good job forcing us to do the weeklies. Yeah, I will resist. I do have FOMO, but not that big. Holy shit, that's a lot. Is this another like X3 patch? Those are a lot of rewards. It's gonna read that. There's no point in doing those if I'm not doing them every day. I'll never finish them. Horses. Days. 6 days. I ain't gonna play in 6 days. We got them all. Yeah, wasn't I supposed to get like a... Yeah, frame. This. I also didn't play HA3 after Silent Hill F release, to be honest. What frame, yo? Cool. People said she's crazy.
My shoulders feel heavier now. More than a tire should account for. I've become more agile. The garment may take only 10 seconds.
Cool. Here. Cool. Fast. I should have probably taken it before. Still don't have a 100. Oh, maybe you do. Shit, go back, bro. Let's pull. In 10. Good. These are good. Ooh, nice. That's on 300 full. Who's this? S-Rank Omniframe Choice Pack. Very nice, very nice. Alright. Blue Disaster. A reading node. They're just like, oh, we don't have serum? This shit uses serum, bro? Do I have the other beta? I don't think I do. No, I don't. There is nothing else useful in the office apart from the researchers' journals. The two of you exit the building and return outside. You can see lightning in the distant sky. The thundercloud to your east has indeed roamed toward the city. The rain has yet to arrive, but the sound of thunder has. A thunderstorm will soon envelop the city. The sound of waves is getting nearer. The city has submerged considerably. Looking out on a street in the main city, you no longer see the landing pad. Only the top of a few satellite cities remain above water. The city is still sinking. I have no idea if their safeguard for the submergence threshold is still working or not. If it doesn't stop going down, the water pressure will destroy it all. We've got two options. Either we find a way to stop the city from submerging, or we head for the reactor directly, hoping we'll find some key intel before it all goes poof. Whichever we choose, we won't be able to find out where they are. We don't have time to search all of these buildings one by one. These corrupted are kind of strange. Where are odds? There are clearly two kinds of corrupted here. One of them is the cleaner bots that were serving this base. The emblems on these mechanoids are obvious. The other one, you cannot tell where they come from. They're probably corrupted that infested the nearby ocean recently. They were the ones who brought the punishing virus here. Their level of abrasion? What does abrasion even mean? Vera takes a look at the corrupted remains scattered on the ground. The machines from the base are only faintly infected. The abrasion from seawaters is barely noticeable. They have not been infected for long, thus their desire to attack humans is more restrained. Ha! What an unfortunate end to a paradise. Having been isolated from the punishing virus-infected world for so many years, it is still going to fall. Hold on, I think my cat calls me. I'm back. It's a shame. Did you think I was feeling sorry for it? Don't be mistaken, I don't give a shit about this place. I don't care if it's destroyed or not. All I want to know is where the hell is the 0-point reactor is. Where the hell this 0-point reactor is. Do we need to search every single room here? God damn it, if the humans are all gone, why are these electromagnetic barriers still working? We can ask those mechanoids. Vera glances at the cleaner bot lying on the floor. You want to ask these metal junks? They're only faintly infected. That means we might still be able to communicate with their logic circuits. My cat doesn't want me to stream PGR. So you take it on him. Where are you going now, Koala? Where are you going? I think he just wants to play. Want me to throw you a ball? He didn't behave like this in a while. He seems playful. I guess it's because it's cold, so he's not as hot anymore because he's a fluffy one. He wants to move. I have arrived at time with cheese chips. I love chips. How are you, RJ? You're quite familiar with this sort of stuff. I suppose Lee has kept you trained? How is it? Has our metal junk here shared any feelings with you, Chief? Transfer Vera the deciphered data. I am. All cleaner bots in the base are on the same local network. You have identified their patrol routes. Vera quickly responds after reading the data. Their patrol routes form a three-dimensional nest, each branch a corridor or a pipeline. I see. What is that in the center of the nest? Why do all of the cleaner bots walk around it? They didn't even upload the plan of that place onto the bots system. Must require higher clearance. High enough that those humans did not allow this level of mechanoids in. The 0-point reactor. I'm nodding. Good. Then should we head up or down? Down. Of course. We're out of time. You don't have to remind me, but right now we need to breach these barriers. Bro, Vera should not look this cute.
Let's begin pillaging this battlefield.
It's the same stage. Alright, enemies. Not good enough. Pa pa pa. A-rank transport vehicle of the logistic department. Good, it doesn't look damaged. We can use it after we charge it. This would have probably counted as a member here. That one, I guess. Guess I need to follow the vehicle through the barrier. It's an escort mission. The corrupted! Oh no! Alright, move on, move along, move along. This. Oh, that's my CUB. A-rank certificate detected, access permission granted. Yay, I was correct. She was correct. Court mission. Oh, what the? Pa, 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 pa. More? That was a mistake, I didn't want to change to Dante.
Let's begin pillaging this battlefield.
This guy's still alive. This skateboard guy. This is Echo, bro. This is Echo from League of Legends. Alright. You cannot kill me, bro. I am Omega. Yeah, I thought I knew it. I knew it.
Have your perfect little victory.
These electromagnetic barriers. What? These electromagnetic barriers are only set up to counter outsiders. It seems like a basic defense system on the base. IDs that aren't in the city's records will be stopped. That's weird. Yep, have you also noticed it? None of these devices are damaged. That means the enemy who entered Atlantis before you and triggered the submergence mechanism was not blocked by these barriers. Who the hell are we facing? Don't tell me the city is haunted. Ooh, huh? There you go, the starter.
Follow my lead. There's nothing.
Gameplay? As expected, some of the watertight compartments don't work anymore. The water keeps flowing in from the left side. The right side isn't flooding, so something must be blocking it. We need to get out ASAP. Right. The exit's over there. Let's go to the other side. Alright. Thanks, Vera. So I'm like following her around somewhere. No. Yo, animations? No way. They worked a little bit on this chapter. Good thing there's still a platform we can stand on here. We'll need to figure out another way to get across. The route back up has been blocked by the isolation door. And? Oh. The isolation door is shut tight due to the lack of power. Find power source. Damn. One. The power converter is deactivated. Find the power source. Right there. Power source found. The isolation door unlocked. The water level of the laboratory is increasing. Return to the upper floors through the isolation door. The music is too hype for what we're doing. Useless crap! That looks like it can still be used. These are platforms that float on water, but the water level is not high enough. More water is needed to the platform to rise. Yay. Well, well, well. What do we have there? I can't hear her footsteps, bro. Water level is rising to the upper floors through the path. Bro, nice. A nice dashback. The floating platforms have been connected. We can get to the other side now. Video game OST of the day, double from Arknights. Battle plan extinguished since. Bro, let me pin that. Arknights. When's the Arknights Enfield coming out? Move. Beware of the enemy's attack. No way, bro. Beware of the enemy's attack. Boom bam, boom bam, boom boom boom. That's the exit. Let's go. Okay, no, whatever. No exploration. I'm happy though we have gameplay. And more gameplay, let's go.
Let's begin pillaging this battlefield.
Disc. Those blasted corrupted are here already. Enfield is a dream, Valics. You need to wake up. It's been 20 years. We miss you. Oh, you're not interested in Enfield? Get out of my way. Pah!
What you lack is this. Thought you'd like it.
Follow my lead. There's nothing to be afraid of.
I'm an Arknights fan, of course. I'm interested. I just keep my expectations low. How many more identical? Red. mean, I just asked when is it out. I wanna try it. Don't even know what it's about. What's the gameplay like, bro? What you do? I just want a gacha game where you can see all your party members at the same time on the field, like in Final Fantasy remakes. Incoming attack! Dodge the enemy's attack! Looks like they're just scums that are too afraid to attack head on. We need to find a way up to take care of them. This should be able to take us up if it's activated. Bam! The device stopped running after the water flow stopped. Find a way to resume the water flow to keep the device running. Now how will we do that? I can't open this.
Come on, keep them coming.
Fine. Yes. Can I walk the water? I can. Water flow is resumed, device is running. Follow me, let's go up. I'm following her, like I'm right there with her. Somewhere. Just use your imagination. No one knows, unfortunately. It's Silk Song all over again. It will come out in 6 years if they keep going like this. Wow, you knew about Silk Songs for like 6 years, bro? I didn't. I heard about it only after it came out and I was like, huh, wow. Another Metroidvania wanna be like. Scum! Were you waiting for Silk Song, Rojak? Is Silk Song your goatee, Rojak? Be honest. Be honest.
Even victory itself has to yield to me. What do you say?
If I knew sooner Arknights was a tower defense game, I'd probably play it. After following Vera and breaching several laboratories with force, you have finally arrived at the innermost area of the city. This place is designed to be tightly sealed. Some of the gates, however, have fallen into disrepair and water has poured inside. But the water disappears again after you cross the last enclosed defense line. The silhouette of the zero-point reactor emerges from the dark like a seamount forged with metal. The two of you walk along the chasm between the mounts. Way above you in the dark is an all-encompassing ghostly blue light. It is the ocean that envelops Atlantis. Right now it shrouds the reactor like a sky. Separating the reactor from the force of the water is a layer of thick, transparent tempered glass. The glass wall is so clear that it almost looks like nothing is there. Staring at it for too long, you will think that the water itself has formed the wall unmoving. The large, indescribable pieces of the reactor look nothing like the cutting-edge technology they are. Instead, they look like an ancient ruin, a tomb as lofty as a sleeping mountain. Inside the tomb buries the glorious but cold dream of the Golden Age. Inside it buries a time that would no longer wake. Why do you think they built this thing underwater? You will not stand Arknight's story, Valics. Extremely too much yapping and depression without breaks. Just play some tower defense, man. I cannot answer her. Plato's Atlantis ended up sinking in the ocean, but later some suggested that perhaps Atlantis had never broken the surface of the sea. Perhaps it is the same for this reactor. Maybe its architects back then had expected the reactor to fail from the beginning. If the reactor goes out of control, the vast Atlantic Ocean will devour the base completely, like the tide swallowing a wave, like a wave absorbing a bubble. How ironic. If they were prepared for failure, why didn't they just stop? We got to this point because they were trying to control a power that wasn't theirs. Power that wasn't theirs. The two of you keep going forward. The blue hue of the water casts the reactor in the shade of a glacier. Walking here feels like trekking through the depths of Antarctica, setting foot on the most barren no man's land. Suddenly Vera holds up a hand and stops you. Shush. Something flashes before you. Hidden in the dark this whole time, the culprit who sank the city has finally revealed herself. You can see her funny legs. Exclamation mark. Vera and you both recognize her at the same time. You know her. The Ascendant with the Roland guy. She takes her battle stance. Lamia. Lamia stands at the center of the reactor alone, her expression strange and adrift, not even hearing Vera's and your footsteps approaching. She only reacts when Vera's spear is about to hit her. You, Stay away, stay away. She stumbles back. You have fought her before, which is why you are certain of one thing. Lamia is not quite herself right now. So the Ascendants are also looking for information on the 0-point reactor. Lamia does not deny it, but maybe she does not even hear it. Vera takes Lamia's silence as confirmation and charges forward with her spear. Lamia cannot dodge fast enough and the spearhead cuts off a strand of her hair. That's not a W. She looks at Vera, startled and angry like a wounded dog whose territory is violated. That's a disgusting comparison, game. Get out of here, stay away, stay away! At first Lamia looks like she is going to strike back, but then her eyes are flooded with despair. Eventually, all that is left in her eyes is hatred that borders on madness. You have no idea why her emotions are changing so rapidly in mere seconds. Sink, just sink. Let it all sink to the bottom of the ocean with me. She steps back and the air around her distorts. You are familiar with that sight. She is trying to turn invisible and run. She's going to escape. Vera hisses before throwing the spear in her hand like a javelin toward where Lamia is standing. It flies straight toward Lamia's face. But the spearhead only pierces Lamia's projection. It goes right through it and bruises deep into the wall behind. She has still escaped right beneath your nose. Or like a fish guarding her territory. That's Lamia. He made the comparison for Vera, not Lamia. It is quiet again. Vera frowns, pulling her banner spear out of the wall. What is going on here? Why would an Ascendant find out about this place? Mako went Silent Hill F. Check my channel. I made a super cut with my first playthrough. And fucking go play that game, bro. I'm tired of not being able to talk about Silent Hill F in the group chat. Vera, didn't the president say the coordinates of this location are a secret? How come even a small fish like her can find out? The control panel. Disk, fine. We'll let her off the hook for now. Vera and you rush toward the control panel in the center. Is it too late to read the menu? I've got this. The central control system is not as complicated as you imagine. Operation systems like this are built in a similar vein. The things you learn from Lee in your spare time have finally come in handy. But biodata identification has failed. You cannot operate it. The connection error that appears on the screen afterward completely shatters any hope you have got. I can try next week. I got 2 weeks vacation to fill. Hell yeah, go try, go play it now. Goated, it's my goated, Mako. I'm gonna be real, my favorite game of this year. Not an unexpected ending. But damn it, how did the goddamn fish girl manage to operate the central control system? And we're back in the past. Is this Lamia? Right as she says that, another screen appears on the monitor. It is the recorded footage of a meeting. Start reporting. You first. Not much to say. All radio communications have been unresponsive. But our equipment is fine, which means the problem is the relay and the receiving end. What's wrong with the relay? Neither the satellites nor the servers on the mainlands have responded, suggesting that all surface and orbital communication network have failed. My guy, you had 10 Silent Hill streams, I think it's okay to talk about it? Huh? Mako doesn't want to get spoiled about Silent Hill F-Road, Jack. No way it can beat Stalker 2. Well, I didn't play Stalker 2, like what? I said my game of the year. I know what I said. Lustros, what's the worst case scenario? All human civilization outside of this base have been annihilated. How about a less bad one? All 240 satellites in the sky and every server in Asia, Europe and North America fail at the same time. They're too busy fixing them to answer our call. Lustros does not laugh. What is the possibility of this scenario? The communication director does not laugh either. Well, thank you. Description in this game, thank you. Less than 10 to the power of negative 17. I checked it before the meeting twice, man. Because you haven't tried Stalker 2? Yeah, I haven't tried Stalker 2, that's very true. At the same time, I don't care if you guys spoil Stalker 2 in the group chat, you know what I mean? You feel me? Lustros, understood. It means we should proceed on the basis that human civilizations have ended. He concisely concludes before looking at the administrative director. How's the situation inside the base? Internal communications between the departments are stable. All personnel remains at their posts. The base is still in order. Equipment? Self-diagnostics is functional. We haven't received any reports of mechanical failure. How are our supplies looking? Lustros, that's a woman name by the way, looks at the logistics director, who sits the furthest away from her. Assuming our supply chain from the mainlands has been cut off, we can survive for a maximum of 15 months. Oh, because Simber didn't finish it. What is Simber doing? He should go finish the game. What's the point in spoiling when all of you have to experience it? Exactly. Now Silent Hill F, that game is spoilable. How do you get that number? I calculated the minimum calories all staff members needed based on their weights, then divided the total calories of food we got in. Bro, like, we're all scientists, we get it, bro. Give me some time and I'll calculate a more accurate. Okay, if we are to recreate the environment for the exploded first reactor, we need at least 21 months to figure out what happened there. Simber did finish by now? I don't understand. So did he finish it or he didn't? He has a new PC. He has like no excuse to not finish Stalker 2 now. Lustros gets lost in thought, but only for mere seconds. How long will all supplies last if we reduce the personnel on the base? Ooh, now we're talking. He looks up and asks the logistics director. The director pauses for a moment before answering. If we stop supplying the others and move all resources to the research department, we can last 23 months. Long enough for you to complete your research. If I may. Hello Nexus, how are you? Moiling sounds like a way of cooking. Yeah, the bad way of cooking. Yes, he finished Stalker 2. Well, there we go. You can go talk about Stalker 2, bro. It doesn't bother me. I don't think I will play Stalker. There's too many games. And no time for anything. Have you kicked me out from the Uma Musume club already, bro? I don't remember the last time I logged in that game. I don't recommend doing so. Your reason? Programs and machines will break down, people will get sick from the lack of nutrients. This will all slow down your progress. Not to mention that the communication department has been trying to contact any possible survivors or groups. If we can receive support from the outside world, our immediate crisis will be resolved. To safeguard your research, we should prioritize the different departments and cut off supplies to the latest important one first. I agree. She nods. Then let's sort them. We'll cut off supplies to the administrative department first, then logistics. After that, medical, communication, robotics, data, and research. She points at the directors around the table according to the order, and at last she points at herself. Objections? The silence in the conference room lasts for a few seconds. The administrative director begins to pack up the folders on the table. It's decided then. I'll notify my people. The recording of the meeting is over. The screen flickers and you see Lustros's figure when the image becomes clear again. Nothing but good story for a while on PGR. I'm so happy I might cry. Really? Bro, it took this game 6 months to get to a good story. What the fuck, bro? Why do you guys keep playing this game? No kicking? You get bullied into playing again? Yeah, give me more crystals, bro. I mean, I missed Narita Bryan, so I don't know, I don't care. And also I didn't get like 3-star speed spark, so I don't care. To whoever sees this record in the future, my name is Lustros, the research director. This recording is set to public. Anyone who tries to access the central command system will activate this video. It plays automatically just in case someone fails to notice it. I've put our first and final group meeting at the beginning of this video. I assume any human with common sense would understand what has happened to our base after watching it. Presuming that you are an intelligent life such as a human, please allow me to skip to the main point. The same reason you love HA3, Roadjack HA3 story goes batshit crazy insane at chapter 7, bro. It doesn't take 15 chapters to do it. A couple of hours. The increased carrot gains and giving you free shit right now? Well, I dropped the game before that. I just don't have fucking time for anything, man. I'm not sure what the exact time is now. The base has been in lockdown since the outbreak. We've given up on Greenwich Mean Time and instead opted for the base's timer as the time standard in our records. So I might be wrong about the month and day, but I think the year should still be accurate. This is the 3rd year since the outbreak of the punishing virus. We have run out of food. No one's coming to save us. The most logical conclusion is that the human race beyond this base is extinct. I'm not good at recording history, but if you're here and you found this, then you must be a seeker who is curious. You're like me. I feel obligated to satisfy your curiosity. Let me briefly describe what happened after that meeting. We started rationing the moment we initiated the lockdown. The plan went well, and it allowed us to last for a very long time with very limited resources. When food began to run short, we came to an unspoken agreement. The co-researchers were prioritized with provisions, while the others were arranged in the order of their importance, the least of which will die first. And brutal. The first one to go was the administrative department. We didn't have any higher-ups to report to anymore after all, administrative department. So they died of starvation, bro? Don't people go batshit insane when they starve, bro? No cannibalism, no revolt, bro? No killing each other on the... I don't believe... Let's read. This island wasn't designed for our situation, so it doesn't have any corpse disposal facilities. We decided to administrate burials at sea to avoid the growth of germs and bacteria from the accumulating bodies. How the fuck did they die, bro? No way let them starve to death. Humans don't let themselves starve to death until unless they really want it, bro. No way they didn't try eating each other. Logistics was next. After that, I had to spend an extra 25 minutes each day traveling between the office and the storage to pick up the canned food and hardtacks. I had to learn how to organize files and do other trivial stuff. It was the medical department afterward. They left behind detailed medical guide. They left behind detailed medical. No fucking way. This is not real, man. I refuse to believe this. The shit I'm reading right now. Those who remained were all very grateful for their generosity. And yeah, sure, bro. They were followed by the communication department. They had been diligent in their roles, trying to establish contact with the outside world, but didn't work. Her voice gets colder and colder, as if she is just a machine with a warm human body. Robotics, without those mechanics and engineers, I could only hope that nothing major broke before our research saw some results. Data. Similarly, without the programmers, I could only pray that the servers and data banks wouldn't fail. Yeah, good luck with that. Research. It was our last and most essential department, the one under my lead. We made a list, and the one on top would die first. Since I was the key personnel here, they put me at the bottom. Right, I also placed the non-staff members, such as children, in the middle, given that they consumed less food and energy, and factoring in ethical concerns. Yeah, nice. You had to mention. I didn't place them in the first group to go. You should have avoided the word ethical in everything she just said, bro. Bad move. Some of our colleagues had values that would have clashed quite strongly with the alternative that could possibly stall our progress. This is the first time I've done this kind of visual documentation and never had to bother with this kind of trifling work in the past. That's about it regarding the base after the outbreak. If the data department server room is still intact, you will find our activity logs for the past 3 years there. Now I'm moving on to what we have achieved. 0-point reactors are highly classified, but if you're watching this right now, then you must already know that there is one such reactor in this facility. After the lockdown, we tried to recreate the first reactor's failure in order to figure out how the punishing virus first appeared. Long story short, we failed. We repeated some of the steps from the last log of that reactor and managed to create a similar environment, but the punishing virus didn't show up. Correction, not that it didn't show up. It appeared, but it was unobservable. I don't know who is watching this right now and whether or not you have any knowledge regarding it, so I'll try my best to put it in layman's terms. Reports from around the world and the first reactor told us what the physical effects would be when the punishing virus appeared. We didn't observe the virus directly, but our equipment detected those phenomena. They disappeared soon after they manifested. Like raindrops, we couldn't see the virus, only the ripples it caused once it hit the water. In other words, some kind of energy absorbed them. If my department and I had another 2 years worth of food, we might be able to figure out why it happened. But all my staff are dead now, and I just finished my last heart attack. We've gone as far as we could. I couldn't catch the raindrop, but I found the water. The water that absorbed the punishing virus. It'll take me way too long to explain the details, but I call that technology the Omega file. Golden Vortex. Just recreate the Golden Vortex. I've put it in my pocket. I'll be heading for the observatory at the highest part of the city after this recording. I don't have samples and equipment to repeat our experiments, so I can't guarantee that Omega file would work outside of this base. The cold machine shows a hint of warmth for a second, with sadness buried underneath it. Cold machine. Regardless, Seeker or Seekers, you have traveled this far, this is your reward. I think we've completed our part remarkably. I hope you will complete yours too. Now seek our legacy. Fuck yourself, man. Lustros lets out a sigh. Right, I wasn't planning to say the following in this record. Sentimental words always affect a person's rational judgment. But I think I should give all of us one last opportunity to be capricious. After that meeting, there were some among us who questioned if we had done the right thing. While others were resolute in their answers, they believed we made the correct choice. To be fair, the virus that destroyed the world was born from the first 0-point reactor. That did make many of us doubt the decision to continue our research. Oh, now you're mentioning. But we still decided to carry out our duty till the very end. We did not regret anything. We did what was right. We would have chosen the same even if we could do it again. I think our colleagues in the first reactor would feel the same. He closes her eyes. The only thing I regret is that this is as far as we can go. But I hope any human that sees this remembers one thing. Don't forget your desire to reach the stars. Don't lose your hunger to trek forward. Don't lose the courage to go further just because we are being plundered. Seize it, conquer it, fall and stand again, keep going. I believe humanity will have a bright future. I'm putting everything we have in your hands. Now I'm going to see my colleagues. Goodbye. Sure, man, what the fuck ever. I will stop questioning. The time to question like the story of this game is so far behind. Like I just should not do that. You're assuming they didn't jump in the sea before they starve? Bro, just don't fuck. Are you guys defending that? Researchers are another breed of human? Yeah, only if they were robots. As someone who met scientists and researchers, this is actually more accurate than you think. It's not golden, yeah, it's not golden. Recording is over. All the questions you have on the way here have been answered. There was no evacuation, no bodies. Everyone stayed until the last possible moment. His brain above the Atlantic Ocean did not stop thinking until the end, except all the fuel was consumed with barely any cinder remaining. But the last spark is safely kept at the top of this lighthouse. Vera steps back. This is insane. Despite her murmurs, she grins like a mad woman. These people are out of their minds, like me, absolutely unhinged. Vera, you were right, they didn't take what they went through as a lesson. They could have a second chance and nothing would change. They only treated it as a failed experiment. Fail, experiment again and fail again. This was but their daily lives. Vera wipes away the tears of the corner of her eye. What? She suddenly remembers why she was recruited by Nicola in the first place. Kill, survive, kill again and survive again. That was the whole of her existence. She was always the one who remained, scaring everyone's pain. She could not tell what could possibly await her at the finish line on this endless cycle. So that man showed up and offered her a way out. He told her it would be a path filled with obstacles and pain, but he promised there would be light at the end of the road. I see. This eye should have been a little bit longer. Vera closes her eyes and mutters a few words that only she can hear. Then she turns to look at you. You remember what I asked you? About the torch? Yeah, I wouldn't put it out. I wouldn't, because I want to find out what is there at the end of the darkness. I want to find the person who planted the detonating cord and kick their ass. Don't lose the courage to go further just because we are being plundered. Seize it, conquer it, fall and stand again. Keep going. Then we're just like them. So are the president and the others. That's why we're standing here now. The story of humanity is the story of the fight against fear and the unknown. At first humans were afraid of beasts, then they feared fire and the gods after that. But they have driven away the beasts, harnessed the flame and discovered secrets withheld by gods with science. Everyone is afraid of punishment and death, but no one has ever stopped because of them. If they have, humans would have believed the earth to be the center of the universe. They would have thought fire and lightning were the gods' wrath. They would have hidden in the trees from the predators. Newton said humans were playing on the seashore next to the ocean of truth, or perhaps we are standing in the dark, fearing the unknown in the dark, but we raise our torch higher every time because we are curious. That is the purest, the most primal kind of courage, the greatest gift of our 2 million years worth of evolution has given us. Um, um, aren't isn't the human species like 60k thousand, like 60,000 years old? Oh. The greatest gift our 2 million years worth of evolution has given us? I guess they just like they fucked up the sentencing. I guess they mean the life, not just the human race. I assume that's a very incorrect. There lies the mountains, those our will to climb it, triumphs over our fear of falling. We would choose the same even if we could do it all over again. We would choose... This is so hypocritical, man. You're out of your mind too, you know. Takes one to know one. A sudden crack interrupts your conversation. You look toward the sound and find the glass wall breaking, but the crack has yet to go through. The water pressure is too high. We have to find a way to stop it. Lamia. Right, the goddamn fish. I don't know why she can control the system, but she's the one with the clearance. We'll just grab her and take her here, and we force her to... If the Ascendants are also after the information on the 0-point energy, then there's only one place she'll be heading. The top of the tower. The top of the tower. The two of you almost say it at the same time. The floor below you keeps shaking as water pours into the lower levels of Atlantis. The breeze blowing from your back also gets stronger, like the last breath of a drowning man. You look down. Oh. You look down from the edge of the street, and there is but darkness and a trembling rumble. The alarm goes off, not for the breaching water, but for you, the invaders. Damn it, what quarrel does this place have with us? Why can't that Ascendant travel uninterrupted? Why does the city accept your identification? That's true. We're out of time. I know. Once, twice, a third time. The sound of Vera's spear hitting the metal echoes every time, long and petrifying. It travels downward, intensified by the empty expanse between the walls and the water, making it more haunting. Annoyingly, every time you breach a door, you find more alarms, sealed entrances, gates, and checkpoints waiting for you. The machine that is this city does not falter, despite its administrators gone. Except it considers Lamia as an ally, and you two the enemy. Water follows you closely from behind. Every time you put some distance between you, you find the road stopping before you. By the time you open a passage, the water once again closes in. The corrupted Lamia has brought here are amassing. They were only wandering outside in the beginning, but now they have followed the water and blocked your way to the top.
Let's begin pillaging this battlefield.
Researchers are crazy. There's stuff us cannot understand about other people with specific jobs. Yeah, not reading that. The fact you don't understand is a good thing. Never let that good thing go. For the world to go forward, some must no longer be human. You mean evolution as a from the beginning of times? Yeah, don't defend that, bro. That sentencing was so fucking dumb. When you will die anyways, and you decided everyone is already, you'll put everything you have towards a goal. Oh, but bro. This text in this chapter was so dumb. Like, I don't see how you can defend this. I can't. I'm not convinced, bro. I'm not gonna question it. Like, whatever, game. Let's go. Get out of my way. Cool stages, though. You're almost at the top, come on! Yeah, I didn't read those, you're very right. I don't wanna question what I just read in the story of this game, and I don't wanna hear you guys defending what I just read, like, I just don't. Having removed all the obstacles in your way, you have discovered Lamia's tracks on the way to the observatory. Long and deep scratches graze the metal walls, marks that can only be made with her twin blade. She's indeed after the data of the 0-point reactor. Is she? You cannot help but ask yourself. Except no one can answer you now. Yo, it's reading node. Go. After that first and last meeting, sure. I thought there would be more opposition. I know, right? Lustros looks slightly surprised. The administrative director closes the metallic clasp of the suitcase and smiles at the research director. My hands would be on your neck if I was still the same person from when I first came here. Remember the first night you became the director? I dragged you out from your lab and hosted a dinner with the other directors. I asked you what you think of the base when we were eating. You said this place is like a brain constantly metabolizing. I did say that. It was a good metaphor. Does it matter what carbon dioxide and the sodium think when they're oh my god. Lustros does not hesitate. Is the thought. That's why the nutrients go to your part of the brain. Do what you have to do. The administrative director nods at the others around the table. Don't worry, we'll do our job. Lustros looks at the directors one by one. She lets out a barely visible smile. I'm glad to have you as my colleagues. It's an honor working with you all. That was the only, good line. The honor is mine. I look forward to Atlantis leading the next industrial revolution. But if I won't live long enough for that day to come, I'll die where it sits. He stands. I'll go first. Try to stay away as long as you can. We are sorry that you have to be the one who carries it all at the end. Lucio stands in front of the window of the observatory, looking out at the lifeless sea-born city. The more one thing has shown, the more forsaken it looks when it falls. Too long has passed. Everyone she knows has passed. Now standing here alone, she looks like a wavering torch in a storm. And this last torch is about to go out. The weather is not great today. Dark clouds cover the sky, but the rain has yet to fall. Literal silver linings are peeking from between the clouds. She closes her eyes, trying to feel the warmth on her cheeks. So in the end, I still have that speck of weakness in it. Oh, brain, I despise you sometimes. Lucifer sighed softly. She has never shown any weakness in front of others because she was their flag. A flag is a symbol and a metaphor. A flag does not need to show humanity or have a heart. A flag just needs to be hung before an army during wars and planted on the enemy's castle after victory. As long as the flag does not fall, everyone else will charge toward the same destination. As long as it stands, everyone will march forward fearlessly for their dreams and beliefs. But now everyone she was leading is gone. They have burned their dignity and soul. They have burned their dignity and soul into cinders for their last act for humanity. They burned their dignity and soul into cinders for their last act for humanity. And so the flag becomes a human again. Try to stay away as long as I can. I'm afraid I can't keep that promise. The observatory used to be where they liked to stay the most. It sits at the top of Atlantis and they could see the whole city from here. They could see the ocean, the sky, the stars. The observatory is empty now. She's the only one left, trying to see humanity's future. Lustros walks to her chair and sits down. She has done her job. This is as far as she goes. She is tired. She will leave the rest of the work to those who come after. Lustros turns around and takes one last look at the setting sun. Just one regret, he thinks. The day she set foot on this island, she thought she would go to the edge of the universe one day. Who would have thought that, in the end, I'd go gentle into that good night. Her last whisper is carried away by the wind, disappearing with the last hint of sunlight. Very romantic. The moment you open the door to the observatory, you feel like you have just pressed the play button on a snapshot of the past. As the sea breeze rushes in, the room begins to fog up. The woman you have seen in the videos is sitting quietly on a chair not far from you. I have to say it, but imagine the smell. Her body does not look rotten. It has dried thoroughly under the same clothes as you have seen in the records, easily identifiable. Oh, why did... A heavy sense of sadness suddenly brews and fills the room. Silently, Vera walks toward the woman and kneels down on one knee. And then she discovers something. The supply crate next to the body is filled with food. Vera's eyes widen, and she laughs hysterically. For a moment there, she can even picture the woman's last moment from what has been left behind in the room. Unlike the others, Lustros was not starved to death, she chose to end her life. Realizing that, Vera laughs hysterically as if to cover another feeling deep inside. This is as far as she goes, then what the hell is this? You tricky bastard, in the end you couldn't take it. Well then, I'll seize it from you. Vera opens a pack of hardtacks and stuffs them in her mouth. Constructs do not need to eat, what she is doing is technically pointless. But Vera just starts stuffing the hardtacks into her mouth one after another like a ritual where she is picking up the baton. A flag being passed from Lustros to Vera. If you can't take it, I will. I will take your dreams, your future, your desire to live, your lost pain. I will take it all. She stands up, reaches inside Lustros' coat and takes out their legacy. She gives it to you. Vera, you nod. Stay here, I'm going spearfishing. Who knows how many things here are of use. I don't want Nicola nagging me for not trying to stop it from sinking. With that, she walks away resolutely. What is the chat saying? Bro, never try. You didn't read the above man up. He read them all. When I start reading HA3, I'm gonna enjoy rage baiting Valics so hard. Yeah, you should. PGR story too dark for Valics, because better off with HA3. That's actually true. This is just like... It feels like this is like edgy for the sake of being edgy. I don't know. There's no point in this being so dark when you don't see the bright in this, right? Has no meaning. I will be so mad in a few minutes. I can feel future Valics boiling from now. Starving yourself destroys your dignity. I know that too well. Yeah, you're right. It destroys your dignity. It will make you... It will make you make things, you know? It will make you make things you wouldn't even think you would make if you were alive. If you... Like... This... How old are the writers of this story? Like, I'm from a part of the world where starvation was real, and the shit that happened during those times are insane. I will never believe people will just accept starvation. They will never. No human, no matter how unhinged he is. Nobody will simply accept starvation. Say, okay, I will starve myself for the sake of a thing. That's just not a thing that happens. No matter how beautifully you try to write it down, it's not a thing. Oh, look at the little raindrops. Oh, is this the... That looks like the stage from Blaze Blue, you know, the stage everybody plays the tournament on. Something like that. The tower is a little bit different, but anyway. The sky opens up and rain pours down as if water from the whole world is converging here. Vera jumps onto the roof and finds the humanoid hybrid ascendant standing not far away. Oh my god, is this the top of the Tekken Negru, bro? Lamia lifts her head slightly, looking at the sky, letting the rain hit her face. Despite not expecting her to listen, Vera still raises the banner spear in her hand and points it at Lamia, threatening her loudly. Hey, fish girl. I like the art. Art is pretty cool. Looks like it's Aeon. I don't know, pretty cool. I don't know what's your deal with this city, but you better disable the submergence command right this second, or this spear goes right through you. You hear me? The mermaid ascendant turns her head toward Vera slowly. A strand of hair, wet from the rain, falls to the side with her movement, revealing her hollow-looking gaze. Vera is stunned. Vera knows that gaze intimately. The look of total desperation was once in her eyes as well. On that rainy day, after all her companions died, she also stood there, looking at the rainy sky, letting the rain hit her, hiding her tears in the rain. I'm not going to give it to anyone. Lamia draws her twin blade, the edges of the curved blades looking like the arcs of comets flying across the night sky. This is mine. Stop bothering this place. Sink! Sink! Lamia cries sorrowfully and charges at Vera with her blade held high. Yo, oh, cutscene! Defect red blade with attacks? I didn't? That's not a red blade.
Come on, keep them coming. You dare get in my way. Boy, wherever I stand. Mark that.
It's not for the sake of fame, but to find an answer to help whoever survived the info. Yeah, whatever. Going for a personal place? Yeah. You will get to the top of something in the future. I read almost every chapter until chapter 17. Hello, I read every chapter until chapter 15. Okay, I was reading chat and lost some life. So the game said I can parry some of her attacks, right? Should try it. That one, whatever. I give up. Too many story. My mind cannot load. Now what is she doing? I mean, I'm underwater. Wait, isn't... Oh yeah, look, you can just smash and you will parry everything. Gonna do the red attacks? No. They're mixed. That would be really interesting to lab this boss. Too many story, my mind cannot. The problem it happened to the people who are no longer human. Lame OST banger. Oh, you're not gonna read the story anymore, RA? I mean, after I got Dante and Virgil, I just started dedicating Tuesdays to this game. Never again. Come on. Dodge that. It's okay. This is a cool boss fight. Not so easy. Try to time it. I guess I shouldn't. The fuck? Ghost of Lamia? There you go. Imagine me reading all of Arknights. I love that game, but man, it's literally triple PGR word count. It's ridiculous. Sparta Brothers successfully made me play this game, and Alpha made me grind a lot. Same, RA. I started playing this game just because of the Sparta Brothers. There's a boss that will come in the future that has like 70% of attacks parryable. That's cool. Oh wow. Alright, you wrote down some spoilers? I mean, Nexus, I don't know if you were here, but no names from the future allowed. Nexus, I said it a long while ago, maybe you weren't here, but I don't give a fuck about spoilers anymore. You can chill on the bans, on the shootings. The Twin Blade and the Banner Spear clash with each other, creating an ear-piercing ring. The air seems to be... Oh, so we're reading what we just played. The air seems to be humming as well. Invisible ripples extend outward in the rain every time the blades meet. Taking advantage of a gap in Lamia's defense, Vera's spear strikes Lamia. It obstructs Vera's aim. Lamia cries with pain. She cannot defeat the construct. There is something this red-headed woman has that Lamia does not. Lamia once saw the same kind of spark from someone else, but that someone was long lost within the Seaborn city. Vera shakes off the water on the flag before readjusting her stance and charges at Lamia's again. I guess this is why this Vera's construct has a flag. Because of Lustrous. It's impossible. Impossible. Stay away. Stay away. She's crying and loudly. Lamia looks like she has seen a ghost, scarred yet in awe. She keeps backing up. Another wave hits the platform as if she is trying to escape. Lamia turns away from where the spear is coming from and jumps into the wave. Cool. I suppose it's not end even though it was a boss fight? Yeah, it's not end. The final reading node. The city is about to sink and this is when the storm stops. You said no dark without light. She soloed a fucking Ascendant and won. I don't think you get what I said. I don't think you understood what I said. The city is about to sink and this is when the storm stops. You look out and the city is gone. The horizon reverts to a flat plain. To the top of the 6 spires, now tiny dots, barely noticeable. Even the tallest main city is fully submerged, save for the roof of the observatory. The wind howls and the waves rumble. With one hand on her banner spear, Vera half kneels, half sits on the floor. He was going to overpower Lamia and subdue her, whatever it took to drag her back to the control panel so she could force her to disable the submergence command. But Lamia still ran away in the end. Son of a bitch. Son of a fish. All Vera feels now is tiredness and frustration. How strange she was willing to go this far. How strange she was willing to go this far, she thinks to herself. Uncharacteristically, she does not have an answer immediately. This is very unlike her. She has not been this apprehensive for a long time. She has protected her target and retrieved the objective. She did not need to spend the extra effort in this place. Yet. What is done is done. She is too proud to need an explanation for her actions. A conqueror does not justify herself. Everything is instinctual. Suddenly the loud whirring sound of engines appears in the distant sky. Struggling, Vera looks up and finds a tiny black dot approaching a transport craft, but not one of Kurono's. It is a Babylonia transport craft with the logo of Grey Raven on its wings. That is so damn late. No, not too late. Another quake from beneath her feet. Just like the first time when the city started sinking, this one is also earth-shattering. Yo! Alright, shut up everybody. Shut the fuck up. Cutscene. Cutscene is going. It's nice they made the whole last 3D model for this. Oh, that's all? The Banner Spear story is in the interlude right after this? Oh, so after this we're doing the interlude then. Means no light-hearted moment in the story? Yeah, that's true. Valics haven't played any event or affection or summer story, which is where all the light-hearted moment is. Well, that's not my problem, isn't it? For skin stories. We did Lucia's skin story, to be fair. And the wedding one? The wedding? The fake wedding, bro? The inside job? Yeah, that was a fun one. Before Vera can react before she can even register what is happening, the city begins to rise at a high speed. Covered in water, it bats in the reflection of the sun. For a second, it no longer is a graveyard. The ocean has cleansed it of its malady. Underneath the sun now stands the lighthouse of human civilization from eons past. Vera closes her eyes. She recalls a way to measure time she once heard. The universe is 13 billion years old. If you compress this period of time into 12 months, then the history of humankind, On the last night, which is 3.5 million years ago, the first hominin stood up, and instead of looking at the earth, it looked at the stars. It takes 60 seconds from humans understanding seasons by observing the stars to the first astronaut planting his flag on the moon. In humankind's current obstacle, the punishing virus is but a blip in the grand scheme of things. Yo, look at this art. This is sick art. Showered in sunlight, Vera walks up, her eyes open wide, looking directly at the sun. Yeah, it looks bigger in the art than the 3D model. Math in PGR, there's too much math in PGR. It's like too much math and not enough like literature. You can almost see the woman's figure against the glare of the sun. She reaches out a hand. You can almost touch it. The world is a second in the future. Like the astronaut on Apollo 11 planting his flag on the moon, Vera plants her banner spear by her side. It is an act of ancient primal instinct, claiming her territory. When their first ship entered orbit, they declared Earth theirs. When their flag was planted on the moon, they declared the moon theirs. When their first ship entered orbit, they declared Earth theirs. I guess after the punishing virus. Humans will not stop conquering. Centuries after humans conquered the moon, those from Babylonia, they have conquered Earth again. Oh, it continues. Alright. Oh, where are you at? Lamia looks nicer in the CG than on the sprites. Nice that they made a whole 3D model. Yes, dude, you were fighting inside it for 5 stages. Yeah, sure, Rojak. I was fighting in that huge ass 3D model, just like, surely they loaded like the whole ass city, and I was just fighting in a part of it. Poorly. You can do the interlude or continue with the story on this chapter? Really? It's going to get darker and a lot of reading only through, so your choice on what you want to continue with. I said we're doing the interlude. I definitely don't see any red flags in Vera. Yeah, would you bark in the chat for me, Rai? Oh, Vera is on the screen, bark in the chat. One more thing, this is just my view on some guesses. I didn't want to leave it in this recording at first. But a good educated guess is no less valuable than a clear conclusion. Unfortunately, I don't have time to prove its validity, so I'll leave it to you, Seekers of Tomorrow. Maybe this will help your work. I've been thinking about the logic behind the punishing virus. I doubt the 0-point energy itself could create the virus. There are no laws of physics that support this emergence. emergence. There is a logic to every species and their place in the natural order. It's the logic virus from near, bro, I'm telling you. Sheep keep the amount of grass in check. Predators keep the number of sheep in check. What about the punishing virus? What role does it play in this order? As far as we can tell, the 0-point energy is a crucial condition for the punishing virus' existence. But personally, I prefer the theory that 0-point energy opened the pathway instead of creating the virus. The 0-point reactor is a product of extremely complicated advanced physics and mathematics. On the other hand, the more advanced the technology is, the more susceptible it is to the punishing virus. More advanced it is. That is to say, a primitive civilization wouldn't have a chance to encounter it. The punishing virus wouldn't have crawled out of a furnace or a steam engine. Even if they didn't counter it, as long as there was no electricity or digital devices, the punishing virus wouldn't have made a dent. The logical conclusion is obvious: the punishing virus targets highly advanced civilizations. It grows in a civilization like a parasite to keep it in check, and if the civilization is too sick to heal, it dies. That's right, an old cliché, the great filter of civilizations. Is the Honkai, bro. It is the Honkai, always was. Of course, makes sense. I don't have any proof, obviously. I haven't observed any other civilizations that were hit by the punishing virus. Our only sample is humankind. But maybe you'll have the chance to go further, so jot down this guess in your notes. I'll be very happy if it inspires you somehow. Shadows fall, the night is long, but the dawn will come. Go see the dawn for us. Finally, if everything we've done was wrong, then I think our only mistake is our own weakness. Living things reproduce, civilizations expand. Since a monkey climbed down the tree 2 million years ago, humankind has been climbing up the food chain. We climbed with our hands and teeth at first. Then it was fire and spears. Steam engines, combustion engines, generators, computers. We were on the top of Earth's food chain, so we started reaching for the stars. We take skin and flesh from animals, and we take resources from nature. We take energy from the sun, the wind, the tides. We take our hunger boundless just to feed our civilization. To go further, we build Babylonia. But traveling across galaxies requires a power source greater than everything that has kickstarted an industrial revolution in the past. So we tried to surpass the sun, control 0-point energy. It might seem that everything is destroyed now because of it, but we will not bemoan our involvement. We only regret that we have not completely conquered it. This will be my last journal entry, to the Seekers of Tomorrow. March on, do not look back, do not stop, do not regret, march on. Do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at close of day. Rage against the dying of the light. The last journal of Lust. Cool. Yo, Garnet interlude. And then the hidden story. It's less red flags and more A flag. What was written on her flag? Something rage. Here we see the punishing virus as the great filter. Yeah. Is the impact, bro. The third of them, and I am the fourth exactly. Rojak gets it. Then we finished it in 1.5 hours. Damn. That is very something. Play them all.
Whoa, are you a machine? How can you work for so long? Come on, don't you want my help? What, you don't trust me? Hey, I'm the one with the shop. I've been doing this for a long time.
Are you a machine? What's this? There's something free here? Wait. 2 times for free? If it's free, should I pull on Fate? Give me this. Yo, memory clock. I don't see any flag in Vera, I see wife in her. She uses... her spear has a flag. Do we still have time to do stuff? Wanna try characters or something? We will try. We will start the interlude. As I remember, Hidden Story is all story only? No mandatory 2 gameplay nodes anymore? Here's another situation with no solution? Sure it does. Yo, the scissors. There still shows free, man. Oh, we got this for free. Weapon. Pull 1 free weapon. For Yata. Let's pull. Yo, we got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. I don't know if that's it. Should it be 5 or 6? I think it should be 6. Perfect fit. Wherever you are, study side. Arcade anima. Oh, can we do this now? Here. Where is it? This one. Clear main story stage 15, 16. Yeah, we can do this one. But I don't have Vera Garnet. I need Vera Garnet to do a lot of this stuff here. 6, yeah, it needs to be 6 stars. Right side. Interlude. Anima comes after interlude. Yeah, I don't even have Garnet. So there's no point in Rose and Garnet. There you go. And she looks cool. Look at this art and look at this art. I like this one more. Hero and Death. So I guess this is after the first interlude. How she become the next Vera, as far as I remember, the next Vera. It was added before the new Vera come out. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah. White smoke burst out of the Cerberus lounge door the moment it is opened. Vera cannot help but let out a few coughs. She frowns at the dust on the hem of her outfit, then brushes away more smoke and dust that keeps coming out. Oh no, this is after the first interlude. This is when she's in Babylonia already, like in the task force. Captain's back. Noctis is dead. Captain is back. Noctis is dead. Vera cannot see who is talking, but she is very familiar with the voices. Is anyone still alive? Tell me what the heck you did here. A white figure rushes out from the smoke. She tries to shake away the dust, looking no different to a little animal. Captain, Noctis was making dangerous explosives in the lounge, but Buddy and I got him under control. Meanwhile, a red-haired man walks out of the smoke as if nothing has happened. The small robot is tightly grabbing onto his face, looking almost like a stylish gas mask. He still coughs. What is he saying? Noctis is saying, I'm sorry, it's my bad. Noctis has to rip the hyperactive robot, or cobot, to be precise, of his face so he can finally talk. God damn it, number 21. What I said was the bottles only exploded because you were interfering. Number 21 is making threatening growls, but Noctis simply does not care, which results in another brawl with the cobot. I don't give a crap about what you are doing, but you better not do it too loud. This damn place comes with a lot of rules. No matter how problematic they were before joining Babylonia, the three of them are now members of Cerberus, a squad that is only recently established but has already become well-known in ways both good and bad. Vera kicks away the tables before opening her own locker. She quickly performs basic maintenance on her equipment. Is there a mission, Captain? It has nothing to do with you, they only asked me. Number 21 cluelessly looks at Vera and feels a bit hesitant. Recently, Vera would sometimes go on missions alone, and the results of those missions would not be recorded in any form. Is Noctis dragging you down? What are you talking about, idiot? You and this stupid robot are the ones dragging me and Vera down. Noctis taunts and screams while trying to dodge the cobot, only to get clawed on the back of his head 2 seconds later. I swear I'm going to blow this thing up this time. Don't lose to him, buddy. Vera has already disappeared before the two of them clash again. Has not gone far, only leaning on the door with her eyes closed, listening to the quarrel that seems to have become a part of their daily life. When Vera's hand reaches the cold katana handle, she slowly opens her eyes, once again regaining the coldness in them, and walks toward her next destination without looking back. What I need to do was decided long ago. Noctis, my boy, silly music is commencing. I love 21. I swear the love I have for Cerberus is unlimited. I'm a Noctis man, he's very fun. You have amazing test, Rai. So far from all the task forces, Cerberus seems to be like the most interesting one. Who else do we have? We have the Hawk and then the Ravens, and that's all. I don't know the Yatta's team yet. Vera steps into Nicola's office only to find another construct inside with him. He makes an annoyed tusk and is about to leave. Where are you going? Come back, we're about to go. Cerberus works directly under Nicola, so most of their missions are highly classified. She seldom receives support from other squads and members. In particular, this type of special assignment is kept strictly to herself. Are you sure? Vera takes a glimpse at the construct and realizes she has never seen him before. Nicola nods in return. Hello, you must be Miss Vera. I am. Vera ignores his handshake. She finds an empty chair and sits on it instead. The other construct pulls his hand back in embarrassment. Fine, you are going to take the responsibility anyway. That's not for you to worry about. To get you up to speed, this is Lloyd. He will be coming along with you this time. This guy? Where does this handsome tough come from? Vera frowns as she scrutinizes Lloyd, who looks way too well presented for the dirty, chaotic battlefield. I told you a long time ago, I don't need any help. I can do this on my own. Don't get me wrong, this is not a discussion. Your only option is to accept it. I'm not a tough, Miss Vera. Just like you, I'm a soldier of Babylonia. This is drawn by amateur artist. You can tell there's something about the perspective. I can feel this is drawn by an amateur artist, but I can't prove it yet. It will be a pleasant surprise. Thanks to Vera's assignments, she has almost remembered the names of all construct soldiers in the file, but she has never seen him. The name Lloyd, however, does sound a little familiar. Already has an issue with him, just with the sprite. Lloyd, boy. There is a rumor of a construct named Lloyd among Babylonia soldiers. He is an ordinary soldier just like them, but is said to have superior strength and an extremely impressive track record. Most importantly, he can always survive using the recall technology, no matter how dire the situation is. Remember recall? Time after time, he would return to the front line. Others see him as a hero of Babylonia and call him the Undying Loy. Undying Loy. Valics cannot stand other men talking to Vera? Huh? You see me barking, bro? You have probably figured out who he is, so I'm going to skip the introduction. Vera used to laugh at the rumor, but now the legendary hero is right next to her. The Undying Hero teaming up with Death. Interesting. Miss Vera? You look a lot less intelligent than the rumors suggest, you know? She noticed it too. Recall, Lucy, and Transcendence, insanely good movies. Before Lloyd can ask, Vera has already picked up her weapon. Whatever, let's go, hero. Nicola will send the mission detail to our terminals. Lloyd looks at Nicola, who is apparently annoyed by Vera's attitude, but still makes a hand signal asking him to follow. After both Lloyd and Vera are gone, Nicola looks back at the holographic screen with a global tactical map displayed on it. Lloyd must continue to be the hero that he is supposed to be. Oh, that's his mission? The situation of the task forces all around the globe is displayed live on the map. The screen is flooded with notices showing the deaths and losses of construct soldiers. The information is so basic that even their names are omitted. A simple ID and a timestamp are all they have. No matter how he does it or how high the price is. Huh? That was fast. Why did I actually watch all of those? I don't even like that genre. Those are good movies, man. Total Recall, bro. The faces blowing up on the when they fall on Mars. Peak cinematography, bro. Bzz, does anyone copy? Squad Bzz encountered. We need assistance, please. Vera picks up a cracked communication device from the ground. The auto-playing message has come to a stop, as if the device has completed its final duty. Signal source found. This must be the target location, but Vera looks around at the remains of the Babylonia construct soldiers. They obviously did not make it. No survivors. We came here for nothing. Just when Vera is about to submit the mission report and head back, she finds Lloyd squatting on the ground talking to a construct. That banner. Lloyd. Are you Lloyd? Yes, I am Lloyd. Lloyd nods to the construct soldier and helps him to sit up. Inside his horrifying wounds are some dark red stains. A sign of punishing virus infection. Hey, this guy is already... Lloyd looks at Vera and shakes his head. Vera cannot be bothered to talk further. She quietly looks back, wondering what Lloyd is up to. Guys, the Undying Loy is here. Undying Loy. We are safe. Why Loy and not Lloyd? Hearing no response. I'm yawning so hard. I wonder. Hearing no response, the soldier glares around blankly but cannot see anything due to his damaged visual sensors. Everyone is dead except for you. Not that you'll live much longer. Miss Vera! I knew it. Everyone's dead. And I will soon. Garch. The mind boil over caused by the worsening punishing virus infection has reached the threshold, bringing him one step away from turning into a corrupted. Vera grunts in disdain and presses the switch, releasing her katana from its feet. It's okay, you won't die. Right, you can still recall. It's not too late to recall now. Recalling is the last protection for Task Force construct soldiers to retain their consciousness. Once used, it will immediately cut them from their frames and send their consciousness back to Babylonia. In a way, this process is no different from death itself. Recall. Constructs do experience the transfer of consciousness when they change to different frames, but this process requires highly trained technicians and special equipment. Constructs do experience the transfer of consciousness when they change to different frames, but this process requires highly trained technicians and special equipment. Yeah, whatever. You are hot, don't worry. They will make sure you eat your words soon enough. The punishing virus won't get to you. The reading will in just a few chapters. It's not. I mean, right? Chill, Nexus. Chill, bro. What the fuck? The amount of grammar errors in that statement is more than the times recall was mentioned in the stream. That's true. As an emergency option, recalling does not need these measures, but comes at a significantly higher risk. Serves only as the last resort. Lloyd's words seem to have reignited the construct soldier's hope. He makes a difficult smile. Right. Recall. I once watched you battle from afar. When everybody was in despair, it was your banner spear that helped us out of the siege. Everybody knows as long as we follow the banner of the undying Lloyd, we can find a way out. Sounds so fun. Right, and you've made it again this time. We have come. I think I see where this is going. Lloyd looks at Vera, who turns away impatiently. Can I recall back to Babylonia like you, and return to the battlefield once again? Knowing the construct soldier cannot see it, Lloyd still tries to make a gentle smile. Of course, it may take some time to repair your body and mind after recalling, but you will live on. The construct soldier nods at Lloyd and salutes with a shaking arm. I'll see you again on the battlefield. Yeah, see you next time. The soldier falls into utter silence while maintaining a saluting pose. His consciousness has withdrawn from the body. The next instant, Vera's blade pierces his chest. What are you doing? We don't need his body after the recall. What if the virus infests it again? It will still be us doing the dirty job. I don't want to waste my energy on unnecessary work. You know, this is Vera, I know, not the Garnet sprites. Right, recall, I remember that. Vera then completely slashes the construct soldier's body apart and swings the blade to get rid of the vital fluid on it. Right, after the recall, yeah, the consciousness will be restored in Babylonia. Lloyd seems a bit hesitant and strange, but Vera has no interest to get involved further. On top of that, she has more important things in mind. Yo, we have a clip.
Lloyd?
That's right. It's me, your son. And it's Lloyd, Dad.
Lloyd.
L-L-O-Y-D. I named you.
You ruined my life.
How did I ruin your life? I wasn't even there.
That was funny. Lloyd. Meow meow here. Hello, IA. We must leave. The corrupted are coming. Before she can finish, the land underneath them begins to sink. As if something is moving underground, their ankles are trapped in the moving sand. Vera immediately leaps back to avoid the quicksand, but Lloyd is still searching for something in the sand. You ruined my life. Wait a sec. Hey, what are you doing? Leave that place. As Vera shouts at Lloyd, he seems to have found what he is after. Meanwhile, the culprit of the quicksand, an infected giant sandworm mechanoid, Vasago, also reveals itself. Yo, remember Vasago? Vasago can be a tough foe in desert environments, but a single unit alone should not pose a great threat to the hero Lloyd. Grr-arg. But reality suggests otherwise. Vasago keeps ramming Lloyd, who is stuck inside the sand. There is no obvious damage done to his frame, but Lloyd can only awkwardly block the attacks with his banner spear without fighting back. Aaron. Yeah, Aaron, that's also a funny one. Vasago is not valid anymore. The corrupted nearby have moved closer as Lloyd and Vasago continue to wrestle inside the sand pit. Realizing its attacks are not working, Vasago once again dives under the sand in order to strike the immovable Lloyd again from below. Disc. Hey you, pass me the banner spear if you don't want to die. Without hesitation, Lloyd immediately extends the spear within Vera's reach, who then grabs the head of the spear before pulling him out of the sand. The next instant, Vasago rapidly leaps out of the ground from where he was. Thanks. Before Lloyd can thank Vera, his wrist is snatched toward another direction in order to block a rear attack from the corrupted using the banner spear in his hand. Vera, watch out! Seeing a corrupted approaching from Vera's blind spot, Lloyd tries to kick it, but it grabs his ankle in return and tosses him aside. Enough out of my way. Vera kicks Lloyd in the chest, sending him a few meters away, but also saving him from the next corrupted attack. She then pulls her katana out without looking at Lloyd again. A frenzied smile appears on her face as more corrupted swarm close. So, who wants to die first? Hey, gameplay, yippee!
Let's begin pillaging this battlefield.
Pa 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 pa! Not good enough, bro. Okay, it's the Nier Automata robots. Damn, literally Nier Automata robot. Nier Automata had cowboy machines, enemies. Oh, nice transition. There's something underneath. Need a ride to hell? Pa pa pa!
Have your perfect little victory.
Vera finishes off her enemies with ease. They did pose some threats, but she is used to this kind of chaotic one against many skirmish. On the other hand, Lloyd can hardly get up. He looks to be in pain. Vera's figure in this frame is interesting to say the least. I like this. I like how this frame looks. I like this more than Garnet, to be honest. Hey, don't tell me you are hurt. Vera does not think the kick could have injured Lloyd as she was holding back. She checks as she's hurt from her kicking him. She checks him anyway just to be safe because she's a medic. This is the punishing virus infection. Still mild though. Vera finds that Lloyd is equipped with a new model of stealth invert device, so he probably will not turn into a corrupted from such a mild infection. Why did you hold that soldier for so long? You know you're going to get infected. Are you seriously not afraid to die, or just dumb? You should at least take a punch in the chest if you want to go in bed with me, boy. Yeah. Vera realizes there are still scratches on Lloyd left by the excited infected soldier, some of which are deep enough to reach inside his artificial muscles. They probably have worsened his infection. She lets out a sigh and tosses a nano repair injector near Lloyd. Seeing him struggle to pick it up, she finally loses her patience and deftly gives him the job herself. Thank you, Miss Vera. I'll have to go out my way to kill you if you turn into a corrupted. Like I said, I hate to do extra work. An old bulletproof notebook lies open on the ground next to Lloyd. Vera takes a glimpse at the book as she picks it up and realizes it is full of Lloyd's past deeds. Did you get yourself trapped in the sand just to pick this up? What is it? A notebook recording all your heroic actions? That's next level narcissism. Please give it back to me. Vera returns the notebook to Lloyd, whose shaking hand fails to hold it properly. As it drops to the ground again, a few tags fall out, all of which have Lloyd engraved on them. What are they? Do you really keep multiple tags of yourself? What a tough. Lloyd's face turns ghastly pale as he anxiously picks the nameplates up. Suddenly Vera realizes something. She grabs his collar and harshly pulls him close. Hey. What are you and Nicola hiding from me? The excess tags and the performance that did not match his legends indicate something is not right with this young man before her. Lloyd, who are you exactly? Vera slams an investigation report on Nicola's desk. He does not seem to care at all, only staring back into Vera's eyes. Did you complete the mission? Stop digressing. Who the heck is Lloyd? And what is this recall thing? Nicola looks over Vera at Lloyd. He looks over Vera at Lloyd. If I had a nickel for every Visago I destroyed, I would be able to buy all of Europe. Don't worry, it will be back in guild. Vazago? Did you tell her? No, but I did the investigation myself. We will know how I found out later. Did you now? You've guessed everything, but you didn't tell the public. That means you don't have solid evidence yet. Vera casts a fierce look at Nicola, but he is right. It is all but her own guess. I never thought I could hide it from you. Now that you have figured it out, I may as well just tell you everything. Gonna be another recall reveal? Commander Nicola? It's okay, she will find out sooner or later. Cerberus should be disbanded if she can't find the truth with what she already knows. Recall is just a lie, am I right? Nobody expected that. Correct. Strictly speaking, recalling is impossible. We still do not have the technologies or circumstances to avoid the death of soldiers through recalling. Nicola frankly admits the truth. Vera can hardly control her anger as her first slams hard on Nicola's desk. Have you ever thought about how many people died without knowing the truth because of this bullshit lie? But it also saved countless soldiers from despair and the fear of death. That's bullshit. One day this lie will be exposed. No, it won't. So long as Lloyd is still around as the undying hero. Vera finally realizes Lloyd's purpose. He is the symbol of recalling and the soldier's hope, covering the underlying lie. But if recalling never existed, Lloyd cannot possibly be undying. As long as Lloyd is still active, his legend will live on. Nobody cares about who he really is. Even if Lloyd dies, Babylonia can just make a new Lloyd. All it takes are a similar frame, an actor, and lots of carefully designed propaganda. Perhaps soldiers are only hoping that the undying Lloyd is real, and that their fallen comrades and themselves will not face the threat of death. Lloyd knew about his secret the moment he was activated. Still, he chose to become this Lloyd and continued to lie. Every generation of Lloyd made the same decision. Vera looks incredulously at Lloyd. To her, this is no different from giving up all personalities to live in another person's shadow. Because every Lloyd knows very well that it does not matter whether the recall is a lie or a real redemption. False hope is still hope. How self-justified. Aren't you worried that I will expose all your dirty secrets? We need Lloyd. So do the countless soldiers out there. And Nicola makes an extremely aggressive smile and stares at Vera. You better not forget that none of your Cerberus members could get into Babylonia without my help. Nicola was confident that he could contain Vera, so he sent her together with Lloyd in their operation to add more credits to Lloyd's legend. Thank you for being frank. I am but a tool of yours. I never get myself into trouble for the sake of so-called justice, but there's something I must warn you about. Miss Vera? Vera walks straight to the door, then turns around and gives Lloyd a cold stare. He lowers his head and grasps the notebook. A lie is always a lie. If you aren't a hero, you will never be one. Bitch. Bitch! Alright, good run. Good run! Good reading. I didn't read in a while, huh? And I'm reading the papers in Silent Hill, but yeah, this is some other kind of reading. You had an illegal every time I carried my guild. I'll have enough to teach Nexus grammar. Damn, bro. Nexus, you're gonna take that shit from him, bro? The joke was right there. Valics giving us immersive gameplay with table abuse. Wasn't me, it was Vera. That's what I get for trying to do 5 things at the same time. And IA posted a little thingy. Alright, bros. Good reading. By the way, I uploaded my first playthrough of Silent Hill. I did a supercut. It's 1 hour and 30 minutes. I should do self-promo. Here's the link. Go watch it. Yeah, it took a while to make it. Better watch it on phone because the bitrate is so low on my stream. It looks like fucking 360p video. So yeah, thanks for listening to my my rage regarding chapter 15. People say it's the good chapter. No, I think I read something better than chapter 15. I don't fucking know. I did not like this chapter, to be honest. No, but you got my like. Everyone watched it and read my narration too. It's the full playthrough. It's the one where it's after your narration as well. Actually, let me remember. What was better than this chapter? Chapter 13 was very good. I think so far I like chapter 13 the most. Because it had the horror, the flood. The flood was very creepy. And Luna and Lucia, it was cool. Chapter 15 clearly did not pick anything I read before. I haven't. I guess you guys are more interested in like the progression of the like lore and like the progression of the universe, like not progression, I meant to say evolution of the lore and the world as a whole rather than separate characters. Maybe that's why you all think this chapter was peak. I think anytime you guys said like something chapter is peak, like something big happens with the world building or like the lore progression, the world progression, rather than any character progression, which is almost non-existent in this game. I think this is what like pisses me off about PGR. Characters do not develop. I like this chapter dependable, I suppose. Echo Area or the Kowloon Metropolis? Echo Area was not good. Kowloon Metropolis was fine. Was okay. We still have chapter 16 and 17 after this. They are better. We have this interlude and then the hidden nodes. Chapter 15 is not big, but I pretty like this start. I think chapter 13 was better than this. It's one of the most important. Well, the 0-point reactor was mentioned before it. Not big, it's just a good chapter. It's just a good chapter. Bro, once again with your gaslighting, bro. Everybody's saying chapter 15 is where it started, and then Roadjack comes after I finished the chapter and he was like, nah, bro, this is not good, bro. The next one, though, this is not big. This is not good. This is not the peak, bro. Trust. We never said it was the peak. Bro, I bet I put $20 he will say we never said chapter 15 is the peak chapter. Is the good chapter. We got a huge clue about future events. I mean... Hey, alright. I guess for you guys it's interesting. If you're caught up with the story. Peak is 15 and 21. Yeah, I should not expect any character development for this game and just move on with the reading. Alright, good night everybody. I'm gonna go outside, smoke, drink beer,